What's up, lovely people? Mario Gaming here, and today I am bringing you my Poison Hunter multi-shot build. And this has been requested by a lot of viewers, and I thought that, hey, I'll show you the build that I played. The funny thing is, I did play a warrior build, a fire warrior build, and I played that first, and I tried the poison warrior build. And the poison warrior build actually dealt more crit damage, and with overpower attacks, this makes it so that it's actually faster when it comes to taking down mercenaries, and when you chain attacks with an axe, for example, in a conquest battle or in a fort, it does deal more crit damage. So I went with the poison warrior build, and I was like, let's try the multi-shot poison build and see how that works. And oh my goodness, guys, you'll see how disgustingly overpowered this is. It's really fun to play though, so if you've ever wanted a build that is super quick, getting through the game, making short work of everything, this is the perfect way to go. If you've already played it, for example, and you wanted to try something really OP, this is really powerful. Yes, you have assassin as well. You can one-shot bosses with hero strike, which is disgusting, dealing 4 or 5 million damage in one single attack. That is pretty OP in my opinion. But yeah, there are advantages to assassin, warrior, and hunter. But yeah, like this build, nothing beats it when it comes to killing multiple enemies, and you will see why. I will do a conquest here live, so you can see exactly how powerful this build is. So early on, you go for venomous attacks. This is simply so that you can use arrows, and you don't have to use crafted arrows. Crafted arrows early on, not really the way to go. If you want to recruit mercenaries or so, make sure that you just skill 1 point here, and that's gonna unlock paralyzing arrows for you. And make sure you don't have the poison effect applied when the mercenary is gonna go down by the paralyzing arrows, because it's, for me at least, I've killed all my mercenaries when poison has been activated. But just use devastating shot with paralyzing arrows. So that should be it. Use poison mastery so that you increase the poison elemental buildup, and the duration, of course, obviously. And then the effect is also going to get increased here with Poison Mastery. So these two, really important. And for the warrior abilities, I would say definitely go for Second Wind. Early game, you could skill Shield Breaker, for example, if you have a really hard time against enemies with shields. But this is also really good, pretty straightforward. Healing if you are clumsy, if you are new to Nightmare difficulty, this is really nice. And on level 3, you can get rid of fire and poison effects. Fire effects are not really something you wanna, you have to worry about, but it's the instant burst of healing that is really important here. Poison effects will get removed. Fire effects you can just roll on the ground and they will disappear. Gear Master, this is simply so that you don't get one-shotted by enemies like heavy hitters, like a bear, a boar. I've been killed by spears as well. So yeah, one single spear has killed me. So keep that in mind. This is really nice to have. This does make it so that you take less range damage, and it's really nice, especially if you use there's a weapon here. What is the warrior weapon called? A spear here. So you take 15% more range damage. That is insane. I didn't think that ranged would deal so much damage, but I used this effect on another weapon that I used for warrior, and trust me, guys, the one-shot fiesta is really true when you use this and you don't have this leveled up. I had this leveled up and I died anyways in one hit. So yeah, this is really good. Prevents you from getting one-shotted many times. And then overpower attacks is simply to unlock Battle Cry of Ares. So you need 1 point here only. And this is pretty straightforward. You cannot die while this is active. You deal an insane amount of damage. And it's on for 20 seconds on level 3. So really good. Hunter abilities, obviously, guys, I'm going through this quickly, but you want to unlock these as soon as they are unlockable. You want to start with the Devastating Shot, and then Archery Master, and then Multi-Shot, and then Sixth Sense, and then level them as you go in the same order that I just showed you. As for the gear, I do go for crit chance, as you can see here. I do got crit chance here, I do have crit chance here, and this is because this build does not always hit headshots, and it doesn't have to. Epic gear in general, if you have pretty good gear, it will deal more damage. It will be more damage than legendary. In the beginning, I would say go for the Artemis set. It's gonna provide you with more DPS than epic gear does. Epic gear takes quite a long time to collect and get the perfect stats that you want on it. So yeah, it's up to you guys. Whatever you feel like going for. Early game, I would say go for the Artemis set, and then when you have good epic gear, go for that. And you can see the stats that I have here, and it's pretty straightforward here. One thing that I see many people underestimate is the bow charging speed, and this is really good, especially when you use Devastating Shot. This will allow you to charge the bow faster and getting that double damage. You deal double damage if you read here when it's fully charged, so keep that in mind, guys. If you don't have any charge speed, you will not get the double damage because you're not going to reach a fully charged bow shot anyways. So having some charging speed is definitely going to help. So these are the stats here. I could get better in a couple of places, but you can see the legendary engraving here. This is really important. All arrows pierce shields. And you get this by completing this specific cultist tree here. And I would say that you could do this. There's, I think, one of the enemies here are level 49. I think you can kill him on level 40. I'm pretty sure you can. But yeah, if you have a really hard time, then wait and use something else. Use something else here instead of all arrows pierces shields. You can be flexible. Like if you don't have the legendary items I have here, just use something like, let's say you have let's say I can for example here, hunter damage, adrenaline per hit, all damage, and then put crit on it, for example. Or let's say I have something. Let's see if I have something else here that I can show you that you can use. Yeah, here's a perfect example. Really good item. If you don't have what I have, this is perfect. Adrenaline per crit, get a headshot, and almost all the time it's counted as a crit. So yeah, you do get a huge amount of adrenaline back, or adrenaline per hit instead of adrenaline per crit here, and crit damage, and then roll whatever you feel like is suiting your playstyle. And like if you can get, I don't want to spoil this, so I'm not going to say where this comes from and what you have to do for it. Search for it if you really want to find out. But yeah, this is really good, and it decreases your cooldown, so you can have Battle Cry of Ares on more often, which is really, really nice. So definitely go for that when you can. And armor penetration and adrenaline, 10% to all adrenaline gained, really nice. So these are the stats on my legendary weapons. They don't have to be level 70. Achilles bow, really good because it does have crit chance, and you do not hit headshots all the time with this build, since it's a multi-shot build. You can be flexible, I guess. You know, if you don't like poison damage and build up, go for something else. But I'm just testing around a little bit here. So choose what you feel is the best here, guys. Alright, guys, I totally forgot about showing the difficulty before I entered the Conquest battle, so I'm going to do that now. So I had to record a new Conquest battle. I know people want to see this. So this is on Nightmare, and let's show you what this build is made of.
I'll share in your victory.
And I'll show you after as well, if you want to see that. But yeah, I only play on Nightmare here, and I've done this live on Twitch as well, so... Let's just see how many enemies we can take down this time. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Look at the time, guys. Oh my god.
You're never winning against someone as good as me!
Let's see here. Can she get targeted? I can see the damage that they deal as well, so... But you can see I didn't even use Devastating Shot here, I just used multi-shot to take them down. Oh, can you stop moving? Thank you. This side seems to hold a little bit more. Let's see here. The good thing is, you don't have to care about shields and stuff. You can see here, this guy has a big shield, and he's not a problem at all. Oh god. He tanked up the full multi-shot, so he got one-shotted. Let's see here, we're gonna run to this part.
You're going down.
It's nice to have a lot of adrenaline per hit or adrenaline per crit. It does allow you to perform these attacks more often. Alright. I mean, that is just ridiculous, guys. How powerful that is. You sneaky pleb. Let's see here. How many did we kill? 70. Yeah, so I think I've killed, as a maximum, I think I've killed 80. So here, I'll show you guys. That was the hard. We got two epics there. I'll show you that it is, in fact, Nightmare. And this is on PC. So let's go to a fort. We'll go here. I think this will be the best candidate. Right here. I want to do this right after this Conquest battle, just so I can show you that, you know, it's not a one-trick pony, this build. It is just absolutely disgusting. It is really powerful in, like, even if you want to one-shot an enemy, like, just get close to them. Just get really close to them and use multi-shot, and they will die in one hit. You will, I think you will deal like 8, I think it is 8 times 200%, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, we're sitting at 1600% hunter damage. I don't want to be wrong here. What is it? Let's see here. 250. Oh my god. Well, it was more than I thought. But I think you get that whole damage multiplied if you do hit all the 8 arrows. I think so, because you saw, like, when something got close, they just got wrecked instantly. So I think that is this, like, the way it works. But let me show you here that we are in fact still on Nightmare, so you don't doubt it. Sorry guys, I think I'm a little sick, I'm not sure, but yeah. As you can see, we are on Nightmare. So when you get that applied, you can see here, 8 seconds is all 3 enemies dead in one hit per arrow. So yeah, the Sixth Sense is really good. It kicks in and deals insane damage. Let's get to this location. We got more enemies here. I just want as many enemies as possible. No? No? I want him. He's a little bit stronger. Come on. Get some adrenaline when we dodge. Alright, check this out, guys. So this is a fort, right? Multi-shot, no devastating shot. Even the guy that was gonna sound the alarm, died. Look at that. Look how ridiculous that is, guys. The more enemies you have, the better. So, there you go, guys. Have fun. I hope you enjoy the build. And I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you dislike the video, dislike it. Whatever you feel like. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the support. Thank you for 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, by the way. I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys later. Have a happy new year, guys. Peace out.